when you use the word we rather than I, you're communicating to the interviewer that you're a team player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, and especially in the context of an interview. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we did this, we did that, right?
Yep.
As a team, it's a collective.
Rather than I did this,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, I love that. That's great. And remember, you're not just applying for jobs, guys. You are actually building a beacon right now that attracts the right ones. Okay, think of it like that. You're lighting the fire, building the beacon. You're wanting to attract. Okay, and applying on jobs is just for jobs is not that. Okay, definitely not. All right, so let's get into some different strategies and some things that we can do to help you with this when building your personal brand. We're going to do it with intention. Okay, so the first thing is to define your narrative, right? What does that mean? Well, think about, what are you passionate about professionally? So, Mark, what are you passionate about professionally? What are the things in our career that really light you up? When are you at your peak performance and just overall fulfilled?
I think it's when I help people understand the strategies, right? And the results that they'll bring, right? Being able to see it.
To see a light bulb.
To see that light bulb go on.
Yep.
Right? And somebody's like, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because these concepts in our profession are very, sometimes obscure, sometimes very long time based.
Yeah.
And so to see somebody's light bulb go on and really truly get it.
Right.
Right. That's good.
I would echo that for sure. I love seeing, it's almost like you can see light and hope click in there. Like you can literally see it when it happens.
Yeah.
Very cool. That is definitely one of my drivers too. I think my biggest driver, the thing that makes me the most passionate, is just like yesterday when we were in Coach's Corner, the mastermind. I had 4 people back to back to back land a job from the strategies that I've been teaching them. And normally we have 1 or 2, something like that. But to have 4 success stories, 4 lives changed and transformed.
And get the results.
And get the results because they put in the work.
Yep.
And it was one after another after another. And by the 4th one, I started crying. I got emotional. It was like, wow. Impact and the transformation to be able to see, it's like a butterfly, right? You got the caterpillar is what you came to me as. You're like a little caterpillar, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of ugly.
Yep.
Kind of ugly and fat. You got some little hairs on you.
Right.
Right. And now I see this butterfly, and I got to help that transformation process.
Yep.
That lights me up, man. Oh, that lights me up. So think about that for you guys. What is it that drives you? What is it that lights you up? Right? This is how we're going to define your narrative. You need to know that. You also need to know what problem you solve for a company. Right? Remember this. You are, whatever it is that you do, you solve a problem. Okay? If your position isn't there with the company, they're fighting some kind of fire. Right? Like, as an example, right now we're hiring for an assistant to help Mark in some of the servicing work, right?
Yep.
And right now, would you agree that there's kind of a fire, a little bit of a fire?
Yeah.
A little bit? It's not like
it's
emergency.
Like a slow burn.
Slow burn.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's a little painful, right? Because that person isn't here right now.
Right.
They're not here, so...
Yeah, those shoes need to be filled.
Correct. And so that adds a lot to your plate and creates friction, and it creates, stress. Mm-hmm. You're having to do it an extra workload, right? And so this person, whoever comes into the company to solve that problem, to step into those shoes, they are solving a problem for us.
Right.
And that's the way you have to look at it, guys. Whatever you do, you're solving a major problem. What problem do you solve?
And I think that a lot of people fall into this trap where, an assistant position is an assistant position, right? I mean, there's, I guess, different levels, executive assistant, right? I mean, there's different levels. But that's what I think people fall in the trap of is they're like, oh, it's just an assistant position. I'm just applying.
Yeah.
Right. But no, you're not the best assistant, right? How are you communicating and showing and demonstrating that you're the best known assistant?
Yeah. And it's also goes down to, I remember when I was in the car business, they say, don't sell the steak, sell the sizzle.
Yeah.
Right? What does that mean? Well, you're not just going to talk about the features, you're going to talk about the benefits. Okay? So if you're just an assistant, you're just talking about the features. No, I want you to talk about the problem you solve.
Right.
The benefit, the work, the time and freedom that Mark's going to get back by them stepping into the shoes.
Yes.
When they come in, Mark's going to have more time with his kids.
Yep.
Less stress. A better relationship with his family, because I know that's what drives Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
That person stepping in is going to be able to provide you those things, and that's what you need to be speaking to.